Hey everybody, it's been a while since I did a video, and I figured I'd bring another one to you guys, specifically about die clashes. So as you all know, I'm a coin roll hunter, just like most of you are, and one of the things I look for when I'm hunting through rolls or pocket change is die clashes. Now some of these are easy to miss. Some of them are hard to miss. So I just want to take a quick look through some of the die clashes in my collection. I have, I don't know, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, now 17 different ones. I'm going to take a look through some quicker than others. And then we'll take a look around and I'll show you some resources about how you can identify die clashes. Most of them are easy to see. This one here, 1985 Memorial Reverse. These ones are pretty, sorry about the glare. I'm not going to take all of these out of 2x2s, but this is a pretty hefty die clash here. You can actually see the base of the memorial, the columns of the memorial. And this is a good one. This one here would be hard to miss. As you can see, the outline of most of the memorial is on the reverse, or on the obverse, I'm sorry. And guys, just to let you know how a die clash happens, so the coining press is going real fast with the hammer die and the anvil die coming together on coin blanks, type 2 blanks with the rims. Every once in a while something jams up and the dies come together on themselves, leaving an imprint of the opposite die on it. So this one's such a good one. Let's see if there's any imprint of the obverse die on the reverse. If you look real closely right here, you can see some of the outline of Lincoln's, I guess that'd be the nape of his neck right in here. Now I do see a lot of, if you see these what look like scratches on this coin, these are actually die abrasion lines. These were, this die was probably known to have clashed, and basically what they did was they coarsely removed those clash marks from the reverse die. So that was an 85. This is one of my better ones, memorial ones. So I got a bunch of shield cents. We'll save those. We'll look at the memorial cents first. This one's hard to see. You gotta tilt it a certain way, but you can see these dark lines here. Okay. This is also, you know, a die clash. Minor one, I would say. Let's see if we got anything on the reverse. Once again, lots of die abrasion lines going on here. And I'm not seeing anything here. Now you can see the details on the back side of this coin are mushy. You can barely see Lincoln here in the memorial. So this is a later die state here. They heavy die abrasion lines here, so they took a lot of meat off of the face of this die. Got some more shields here. We'll look at those later. Here's an 88. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's another good one. Another good one. I love these memorial cent die clashes. Nice example here. This actually this one is a double clash, I believe. It's hard to tell. Let's take it to look at the reverse design here. No, see, what I was seeing there, what looked like a double clash, is this post. So On reverse, I mean, if you can barely make out the outline of Lincoln's head here. Most of the other details have been abraded away. It's funny how they get rid of a lot of the details on the reverse die, yet look at that on the obverse die. Crazy. That's a nice one there. Okay, here's an 84. This one's going to be a minor one, but you can see here a little bit. It's kind of odd that, you know, it only really shows in that one spot. Let's take a look at the reverse. Ooh, we got some strong indications of a die clash here on the reverse. So there's an 82. 82 was a great year. Do you know why? That's the year I was born. So to me, it was a great year. Okay, here's another one similar to the last one I showed. A little bit visible behind the neck. See if we have anything up front here. If we try real hard, we can see something in this area, but and on the back, once again, very strong indication here. Okay. Now we got an 83. See here. This one's tough. A lot of these are going to be really hard to see inside the flip. I just didn't want to take them all out. Right here's a little bit of an indication, but something else I want to show you here. If you look here, we finally found an obverse die that was heavily abraded. All these marks that look like scratches, they are actually on the die, not on the coin. Let's check the reverse. Okay, here we go. Now this is a good one on the reverse. We see behind the nape of the neck, in front there's the chin area and the bust, and we can also see where the head, outline of the head is, and once again lots of abrasion lines. So that one's stronger on the reverse. Here's a 72D. Let's see. Tough to see. Tough to see. You have to hold it at certain angles. You can see them over here. These are minor ones, guys. I didn't purposely go out and look for these. These were purchased maybe in large lots of coins that I got. And that one's a little minor, so I'm not going to spend much time on that one. We got a 62. Wow. Once again, another really minor one, and I'm not seeing anything at all on this one. Maybe on the reverse. Let's see. Okay, some minor indication here on the reverse, but not much to see on that one at all. It could have been nicer looking out of the flip, not sure. Actually, I had that labeled die clash reverse, so. And here's a 70D. That's a pretty nice one there. Nice uncirculated coin as well. See the base memorial here, and yes, I'm saying base, it's at the top of the coin, but remember, flip it over and here's what you're seeing, this base. Okay, so that's all of the memorial clashes we're going to look at. Let's take a look at some shield cents. We'll go in order by date here. Let's see, we got 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So I got a nice little set going. I need a 2010. Anybody got a 2010 die clash? I'd be interested in it. Okay, so now on the shield sense, we're going to look at a little different areas. So, kind of. So we're still looking behind the neck here. We'll see these lines here behind the neck. These are the stripes that are in the shield on the reverse. You'll also see one in front of his lip, and most times you'll see one right here at the tip of his nose. You'll see that later on. I have not found any die clash on the reverse in the Shield series. Haven't found anything there. Now this coin has some spots on it, but it's still not a bad looking coin. A lot of these I have found in circulation myself. Here's a 2012, same thing. Behind the neck. And in front of the face here, especially on the nose. Now, when you see a real nice shield scent die clash, these things are beautiful. I do have a few, so we'll get to see some of those. Here's a 2013. See these stripes here again. See, this is what you're seeing, folks. You're seeing the end here of this. See? And this one's really only visible behind the head. Now, this is one of my better ones. 2014. Look at that. This is strong, like the memorial scent ones I had. Real strong clash. I can actually even see unum. U-N-U. This is one of the better ones here. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see if I can see anything on the reverse. I doubt it. I have not found any where there's any marks on the reverse at all. So I'm not seeing anything here at all. Let me look at this one under the other scope. Let's see what we got here. Isn't that nice? Nice clash. Okay. Now here's a 2015 I have. Not very strong, but I will keep this one until I find a better one to replace it with. Once again, behind the head. Up here in front of the face. Now, like I said before, these are in the flips, so they're harder to see. Take a look at a few more. Oh, here's another nice one. 2016. This may be the strongest one I have. This is very, very strong clash. Almost, just judging by these marks, they're slightly off a little bit. It almost looks like this was a double clash. I even got letters over here. Very nice one. Let me check the back. Nothing. It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Last one in the Shield series we got is a 2017 P. Sorry, I had a burp. This is a nice strong clash here too. No letters though. I'm not seeing any letters. Okay. So that's most of my die clashes in the Lincoln series, but I want to show you a little bonus one here. This is a Jefferson nickel with a die clash. And basically you can see clash marks on the front here. But this is stronger on the reverse. Check this out. Look at that. Isn't that eerie? Jefferson's eyeballs looking right at you. saying, I got eyes in the back of my head, buddy. And back in his day, I'm sure he had to. So this is a nice one I got in a trade. Just wanted to show you that. So how do I know where to look for a die clash? You can always do a Google search. Google has a bunch of different pictures, obviously for different series. It's showing a lot of shield cent die clashes, 84, 89, 91. Some foreign coins, maybe different denomination US coins. So, you know, Google is a powerful tool if you know how to use it. You just got to know how to use it. For this, all I typed in was die clash. Now, some of the stuff you may see might not be a die clash. For instance, let's take a look at this one here. This one here is claiming this is a die clash, but it's actually not. This is actually called progressive indirect design transfer, and we should maybe take a look at that because that could be confused for die clash. So let's take a... I've searched for that term so many times it comes up real quick. Errorf, a good website to look at here, but so basically when dies are minting the same coin over and over and over again, there are certain points on the coin that are you know, higher, and because of that there's different pressures you know, hitting the dies. So there's a lot of pressure in this area here, the outline of the face, and that gets transferred to the opposite die. And here you go. Very easy to confuse for a die clash, as even they say here, but not quite the same. So one other tool I use to look for die clashes is coin overlays. So if you do an overlay, you can see how the design from one side of the coin to the other matches up. Now keep in mind, this is if the dies are perfectly aligned, 100% aligned, and no rotation at all. This is a perfect setup, and this is what you'll get. Oftentimes that's not the case on real coinage. The dies could be slightly rotated, slightly misaligned, off-centered, so this can change a little bit, but this is a great tool. It shows you quarters, whatever you want. Buffalo nickels, Ike dollars, I mean almost anything you want. You can find overlays for these coins. Peace dollars, this is one of my favorite coins right here, peace dollar. Wheat cents, pretty much anything you can think of. There are overlays out there, and that's how I, you know, if I'm not sure about something, now obviously memorials, wheats, modern coinage I'm pretty familiar with. When it comes to something different that I'm searching, I may look these up, like, you know, trimes. I'm not real familiar with that series, so if I see something out of the ordinary, I would pull up an overlay to see if it's a die clash. And there is a website that that keeps track of these die clashes. It's called maddieclashes.com. Same people that do cudsoncoins.com. Same people that do trail dies, although trail dies have been debunked recently as just a byproduct of someone being overzealous polishing the dies. So, but there's different types of clashes. Oh, they actually have overlays as well. Well, let's check out Radical Mad Die Clashes. Nothing here. Well, we'll do type 1 and type 2 counter clashes. Let's see what kind of stuff we have on here. I've actually never been on this website. Doesn't look like it's working too well. Not getting much information out of this. So I'd like to see at least one picture here. Top 25 die clashes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, well, we have a nice Jefferson nickel die clash. That is a pretty crazy looking one, isn't it? Yeah, pretty crazy. Well, that's that. So let's get out of here. Don't forget, folks, I am part of the CoinOp admin team, so I like to plug them as much as possible. The CoinOp Facebook group is growing quite a bit, up to 6,000 members. The sales group is also getting a little bit of attention here. We're also growing. We're approaching the 2,500 member mark. We're getting real close here. And once we hit the 2,500 member mark, we're going to do a giveaway. We have a lot of really cool prizes. Amber Pinnell is going to be handling that. And hopefully you learned something from this, folks. Keep on searching. Thank you.